M1 Global presents.
Here we go now with the lightweight final, the 2016 WMMAA European Championships from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Fight!
The bell in round number one. Michel Ovsyannikov from Germany, he's in the black trunks. Shamil Musaev from right here in Russia is in the gray and red trunks. Ovsyannikov already trying to establish his jab, Ian.
Yeah, Ovsyannikov looks like he's got good stand-up, although we've just started. You can tell by the stance, you can tell by the movement, you can tell by the lateral movement, the hand speed. Looking quite good.
Ovsyannikov very disciplined with the right hand, as you see, high to the chin. Continues to throw that left jab.
Oh, big overhand right.
By design, Musaev, the overhand right, looking for the body lock. Now to the takedown. Half butterfly guard for Ovsyannikov.
Ovsyannikov actually went for the inside trip and that put him off balance. Musaev then took him down and took advantage of it. But now trying to pass the guard, the side control is Musaev.
Still working out of the half butterfly guard is Ovsyannikov.
Full butterfly now. Ovsyannikov, he could elevate. Decides to go high with the legs. But I like what Musaev is doing. He's trying to pass. A lot of guys just sit in the guard when they're amateur. They just sit in the guard, throw punches. He's trying to pass. He's trying to dominate the position, trying to get in a better position for striking or submissions.
We just saw a call for action from our Polish referee, Łukasz Posadzki. Outstanding referee trying to move this fight along. Musaev staying very close, chest to chest, very conservative, not quite putting himself in striking range.
Ovsyannikov doing really well though, he's spoiling the punches. Going to try and step through. Ovsyannikov's going to look for a triangle here. Oh, he goes for it, but takes punishment. Took a big right hand as he went for the triangle.
Musaev stacking his opponent, nearly put himself, as you said, Ian, in triangle danger. Good job though on this stack from Shamil Musaev. Open guard now for Ovsyannikov.
Musaev using nice head control. That's a little bit better for Musaev as well, pushing his opponent's head up against the cage part of the ring.
And actually lifting Ovsyannikov, Ian, into that lower fence. Smart move.
Well, if your head is like cramped up in a 45-degree position, which it is, that's why Ovsyannikov moved to the side there. When your head is cramped up like that, it's very hard to move your legs and try submission attempts.
2:20 remaining round number one of this lightweight tournament final.
Musaev is very patient. He's not rushing anything. He's taking his time, making sure that every punch counts.
Open guard still for the German Michel Ovsyannikov. Trying to be active out of this open guard.
Legs are going high for Ovsyannikov. I thought he was going to try and come up and go for Google Plotter, Oma Plotter.
Big hammer fist with the left hand from Shamil Musaev. The body with the right hand from the Russian Musaev. Those are thudding shots to the body.
Yeah, he's comfortable now, Musaev. He tried to pass guard position right at the beginning, but he realizes that there's no submission attempts coming his way, so he's quite happy to sit here. There's one submission attempt again.
Ovsyannikov again trying to walk up with his left leg, just not finding any joy, any success. Back to open guard. See the blood on the right elbow of Ovsyannikov.
Musaev is posturing up as well. See how he's putting his leg up there? That gives him just a little bit more posture to throw power down with the punches. One of the disadvantages to that, if the opponent knows how to do knee bars from there, you can get caught in a knee bar, but he's quite happy to lift the leg up, Musaev, and gain extra power through them punches.
Big shots with the right hand now from Musaev. 50 seconds remaining round number one. Very defensive posture for Michel Ovsyannikov. Stuck on the bottom.
Ovsyannikov is doing really well, as in he's trying the attempts. He's not just holding on, he's not just hanging on for desperado. He's actually trying. You can see what he's looking for. You can see the submissions that he's looking for. It's just Musaev is just too clued up. He knows what he's doing. He's controlling this fight. He's controlling it really well. And look how he's keeping his opponent up against the ridge, up against the cage part of this ring.
Another big left hand. Wide base on his knees to do just that. Land big, effective strikes from this top position.
Finishing strong. Total domination there by Musaev.
The bell, the end of round one. Nice bit of sportsmanship. The two fighters touch gloves. Easier to touch gloves when you've won the round.
Yeah, well, Musaev definitely won that round. Like I say, a strong top position. Totally controlled it. Tried to pass the guard at first, but this is a nice takedown. It's the inside trip was spoiled, and Musaev took advantage of it. Put his opponent off balance, took him to his back. But this was a wise decision to do. Put his head up against the rage, up against the cage part of the ring. Your head is at an angle, very hard to pull submissions off and move out the way. Ovsyannikov needs to try a different tactic in the second round now.
Seconds out, Cole. Headed into round number 2 of this lightweight tournament final. Michel Ovsyannikov versus Shamil Musaev.
Go. And
Posadzki, our excellent referee, wiping down Musaev. His corner absolutely drenching him in water.
Don't do that again.
Can create an unfair advantage.
Don't do that again.
One can become very slippery from the extra water. Nice job from Posadzki to recognize that. Round number 2.
Well, we said the stand-up of Ovsyannikov was... Oh, nice spinning kick there.
Spinning back fist just missed. Ovsyannikov tried to take advantage on the level change, instead taken down on the counter takedown from Musaev.
Ovsyannikov did the wrong thing there. He should have kept his distance, kept well out of the way, because we said at the beginning that his stand-up looked quite crisp and clinical, but went into a brawl, attempted the takedown, got took down to his back again.
We saw a lot of this in round number 1, and here we are with this in round number 2. Ovsyannikov on his back, fighting out of open guard, now being stacked by Shamil Musaev.
Ovsyannikov will probably feel a little bit desperate here. He realized that he couldn't submit Musaev in the first round.
But he had no real commitment on the submission attempts. He's active, opening guard, closing guard, but he's not walking his legs up. He's really not hunting.
Well, to be honest, I think Musaev is doing really well to defend it. Every time he feels the legs go high, you can see his elbows cramp over the top of the thighs, which stops him allowing to get the legs around and over for the triangle or for the armbar. So he's actually spoiling the submission attempt, is Musaev.
Ovsyannikov trying to throw from the bottom position. Big right hand to the body from Shamil Musaev.
There's again with the legs. You're trying to... Every time that Musaev lifts his hand up, there's a submission attempt going, but Musaev just knows what he's doing. He's quite clinical there. There's a triangle attempt.
Good recognition from Musaev, pulling his head out of danger and out of range.
It's got to be very frustrating for Ovsyannikov. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to do it, but with his head cramped up against the ring there, and Musaev spoiling everything he's doing, it's got to be very frustrating for him. Because you can see he knows what he's doing. He knows what to do. He knows what he's trying for. And obviously when he's in the gym or in other fights that he's had, he's probably pulled off great submissions. Musaev is just one step ahead of him.
Mark the Hammer Coleman, recognized as the inventor, the godfather of ground and pound. But Ian, you're certainly there in that lineage. You're one of the first fighters to dominate with ground and pound, and you recognize its positional awareness from the top to keep your base, not being allowed to get caught in a triangle, caught in an armbar, or more importantly, swept.
Well, that's exactly what you do with the ground and pound. A lot of people think once you're in the guard, you just throw punches and, you know, make them hit the head, but you've got to be aware of everything that's going on. You've got to make sure that your elbows are not going too far on the inside so that you get caught in a triangle. You know, if the legs come up high, you've got to try and push them back. You know, you've got to throw punches and be aware of submissions at exactly the same time.
What's the back of the head?
Łukasz Posadzki warning Ovsyannikov for a punch to the back of the head, just tapping with the right hand, but still, it hit in that area along the crown to the nape of the neck, which is illegal. 2 minutes remaining, round number 2.
I just love the way Musaev is actually controlling this fight in the corner, as he did earlier in round 1 with his head up against the rage. That's awareness, that's ring control.
And Michel Ovsyannikov is just simply stuck. You see, he's in the corner. nowhere to turn. He's trying to be active. Musaev, great positional awareness and recognition. It's not necessarily, Ian, that he's being heavy with his top game. He's being effective with his base.
The only thing Ovsyannikov, I think, should try to do is stand up from this position. He's trying submissions from this position, but they're not working. So now what he should be doing is using the corner post to stand back up, as you do when you're in a cage. You know, you use the fence, you use the cage to help stand back up. There's no reason why you can't use the corner post to do the same thing.
A lot of redness on the face now of Ovsyannikov. He's taken some big shots, small shots, and medium shots from Musaev, but it's amounting to a tremendous volume of punches and hammer fists here in round 2.
Well, that's the thing, Sean. It doesn't have to be huge, devastating punches all the time. It's the volume of punches that you take. It's the volume that wears you down. Everyone has an energy bar, and every time that you get hit with those punches, that energy bar gets weaker and weaker, and this is exactly what's happening in this fight.
Ovsyannikov, again, I'll use the word, he is stuck in this position. Trying to be active with his legs, again, opening his guard, walking his legs up, repositioning his ankles, and closing his guard. Shamil Musaev does not move. You see the base of the Russian, posturing on his left knee, getting that puncher's base.
Well, they say this is an amateur fight, but what Musaev is doing is definitely professional, because every time he is controlling the head before he strikes, every time he's controlling the head up against the cage, every time there's a submission, he's spoiling the movement of the legs of his opponent. This is something that you don't pick up overnight.
Final seconds of this round, most likely the final seconds of this lightweight tournament final. There's the bell. There is the possibility of an overtime round if this is even on the 3 judges scorecard.
Приглашается бронзовый призер весовой категории 70,3 килограмма Микола Кузнецов, Украина, и Тамази Бочарашвили, Грузия. Для награждения спортсменов в ринг приглашается герой Российской Федерации Валерий Николаевич Чухванцев, а также президент Федерации ММА Киргизии Улугбек Амурзаков. Бойцы на середину. Уважаемые поклонники боевых искусств, в этом поединке единогласным решением судей одержал победу и стал чемпионом Европы по ММА 2016 года в весовой категории 70,3 килограмма. Спортсмен из России Шамил Мусаев. Наши аплодисменты, наши поздравления и заслуженные призы и подарки. Пожалуйста, Валерий Николаевич, вручайте, награждайте нашего чемпиона. Шамиль, аплодисменты! Мы поздравляем серебряного призера, спортсмен из Германии Мишель Овсянников. Наши аплодисменты. Ну и, конечно же, по традиции у нас 2 третьих места. Спортсмен из Украины Николай Кузнецов. Николай, наше поздравление. И Тамази Бочарашвили, Грузия. Наши аплодисменты. Традиционное общее фото на память. Мы поздравляем ребят, мы поздравляем их команды. Все вместе, прошу вас. А мы аплодируем, а мы приветствуем. Молодцы!